Ha ha ha! Fresh off the press, baby, the Montreal Canadiens have acquired Eric Staal, a left-handed center, 36 years old, from the Buffalo Sabres for a 3rd and 5th round pick in the 2021 NHL draft. And that leaves Montreal with only 12 picks in the 2021 NHL entry draft. A no-brainer trade here for the Habs. Bergevin literally just said yesterday in a press conference that the Montreal Canadiens likely were not going to be active here at the trade deadline. And what does he do? He goes out and acquires another triple gold club member for this hockey team. I love it. And, you know, we may have paid a somewhat of a high price. I'm not even sure that's true because they're retaining salary. They're retaining 1.625 of Staal's salary. That's essentially half of his salary. And he is coming off, no, granted, struggling in Buffalo this year with 3 goals, 7 assists for 10 points in 32 games. I think everyone's struggling in Buffalo though. But prior to that, the season before, 19 goals in just 66 games and a .71 points per game percentage. This guy is going to add some very valuable depth down the middle for the Montreal Canadiens, not only in terms of the depth offense he can bring, but the ability to win faceoffs. He's got 192 faceoff wins this year. He's typically hovered anywhere in the 49 to 50% range in the last couple years here. And great get by the Montreal Canadiens. This is exactly what we needed down the middle. Someone who we can rely on to win faceoffs, be a veteran presence for us. And we got exactly that in Eric Staal. It is hard to believe we are going to see this guy don the CH and see those letters on the back, S-T-A-A-L. And he's been a notorious Habs killer in the past. Think back to his Carolina days when we faced him in the playoffs, just absolutely lighting us up. And just his whole tenure with the Hurricanes, he was a thorn in our side. Now he is on our side, and this is huge for the Habs. You got to think this drops Jake Evans down in the depth chart, just one peg there, and we'll likely see Eric Staal line up at the 4th line center spot. We'll have to wait and see, though, depending on what type of offensive input he has with the Habs. But I would like to see Kotkaniemi remain in the spot that he's been in the last few games here because his game is improved immensely under Dom Ducharme. And overall, though, great depth move by the Montreal Canadiens here, and makes you wonder because Pierre LeBrun is saying that that Bergevin's not done, and currently the Montreal Canadiens are sitting around I think $400K in cap space, so they're not forced to do anything right out of the gate here. But the other thing is that we'll likely be seeing Cole Caulfield joining the Montreal Canadiens soon. Unfortunately, his college career is now over. They lost their game today in the Frozen Four to I don't even know how to pronounce it, Bejdimi State. And he scored 2 goals and 1 assist in that game. And 30 goals in 31 games this year in the NCAA. The kid is absolute fire. He can shoot that puck from anywhere. It doesn't take him much to get that release off. And he picks corners. He picks the holes in the goaltenders. He'll go 5-hole. He'll go 7-hole. He'll go top cheese. It doesn't matter. And hopefully his transition into the NHL is smooth. We'll have to see if they start him in the AHL first or throw him right into the fire in the NHL. Tony Granato, his coach for Wisconsin, is saying he's NHL ready, but we're going to have to wait and see. But nonetheless here, we've already added Eric Staal. We potentially are going to be adding Cole Caulfield in the next week or two with quarantine and all that stuff. And if the Habs aren't done, who are they going after? I would absolutely love for them to still be in on Mattias Ekholm because that would complete this roster. Granted, we'd still have that inexperience in our middle 6 or top 6 center area. I mean, Eric Staal does help that, but this team, you add Mattias Ekholm to that decor on the left side, that puck moving that he will bring. It'd be hard not to say they wouldn't be a cup contender. They'd have to prove it, but that would do a lot in terms of that roster on paper. Maybe being labeled that, because I really think a puck mover on the left side for the Habs now just makes the jobs for the forwards that much easier, especially if he's going to transition through the neutral zone as well as he has been for the Nashville Predators these last few years. So let's keep an eye on that. It's going to be an exciting couple days here before we get our Habs hockey back. You thought I was craving, I'm sure you guys were craving Habs hockey before this deal, but now I'm definitely craving some Habs hockey, knowing that we're going to get to see Eric Staal lace him up for the Montreal Canadiens. Oh, it's surreal. Some of the players we have on this team, I just got to pinch myself. Weber, Corey Perry, now Eric Staal. It's unbelievable. But let me know what you think about this deal down in the comments. Get in on the discussion. And if you like these videos, hit the like and subscribe button. And you can follow me on Twitter at SCOTIANCANADIEN. Go Habs, go, baby. It's going to be a fun race to the end. Woo!